So every experience that we have in our life, every event that we encounter in our life, the most natural response, the most immediate response to every event is through an emotion. Now these emotions may be noticed and registered, and some of them are not noticed and registered. For example, if you walk by a really green plant, really fresh leaves, sometimes you notice that the impact it has on you. It lightens you up. If you feel something nice and fresh inside you also, when you see that fresh green leaves. And there are days when you will be walking by and you don't even notice it. However, every encounter that we do have, it generates an emotional response in us. Emotions are nothing other than energy in motion. It is a movement of energy. Okay? We are in vibration all the time. We're just not aware of it. Now, when there is an emotional surge within us as a result of an encounter, there is a ripple that goes through this pool of energy. That creates a wave pattern. That is the science. That is the science that we don't study in schools. Yeah. So the moment we have an encounter with anything in our interface with the world outside, when we have an encounter, we feel an emotion. So in this pool of energy, we are essentially a pool of energy. We're vibrating. There is a ripple-like effect. Now, in the natural scheme of things, this ripple needs to ideally find its way out and go out into the universe and dissipate. So we keep generating these ripples from the core as and when we are dealing with different situations in life, and these ripples just emanate and flow out into the universe and go on. However, in our case, what happens in today's world especially, when I say today's world, I'm talking about the lifestyle. The number of encounters we have. It was not like back in those days when we had small exposure, limited exposure. There were only 10 things everybody does their whole day. So you can't keep track of how you're feeling each moment of each day. Now it's so fast-paced. Then you're having a million encounters every day. So much of energy, ripples are getting generated. Neither do we recognize it. We don't have the time to recognize it. We don't know what is happening inside. Okay, that is point number one. When we do know, we don't allow it.
We don't allow it to go out.
We don't allow. How many of you can say that you are spontaneous all the time? How many of us can say we are not spontaneous most of the time? There's a lot of filtering. There's a lot of should I or shouldn't I? Right? So if I spontaneously feel something, I don't give myself the permission to feel it. So what is happening is, we are an organism and we are a bundle of energy. Energy means there is a frequency, there is a wavelength, we are vibrating constantly. Now, based on whatever reactions are spontaneously generated in us, whatever emotions are spontaneously generated, there are these ripples of energy that is getting flowing into this organism, and we've capped it. Because we don't allow. So we put a lid on it. So there's this surge of joy. Oh, it's not appropriate to feel joy now. My friend is in a bad place. I should be happy. There's a surge of anger. Oh, I need this job. I can't show my anger. Yes. Whatever. I mean, it's all. This is our lifestyle.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. This is our lifestyle. This is what we do. So there are these constant surges of energy responses, over which we're keeping a lid. Now this, however, is constantly transmitting, because this is like a live charge. So whatever anger I have felt, I may not let you see it. I may not tell you that I'm angry. But there is the energy of anger It has a signature frequency and wavelength that's silently transmitting. I have not brought a closure to it. It's there. So it's silently transmitting. There is a huge amount of frustration or helplessness. I think we all relate to that. A huge amount of helplessness, a huge amount of feeling powerless. It's silently transmitting in its own frequency. It has a signature frequency. So as a result, we as an organism are simply an energy field which has a specific characteristic to it. Who determines the characteristic of this energy field? I, for myself, you for yourself. Where and how are these emotions generated? Who decides that if I see this situation in front of me, it makes me angry or I'm angry with it? Who decides that? Then who decides but I am not allowed to say it? Me. Everything? Me. Is it possible that when I see the situation, I don't feel angry? Maybe there is a different perspective to it. Maybe there's a different angle that I'm missing. Now, do I engage in that possibility? Or do I just feel what I'm feeling most of the time? I just feel what I'm feeling. And then I've also told myself I'm not allowed. Do you understand? So this is who we are as an organism. And this transmission is continuously happening 24/7. Because of this transmission, we have created this human energy field, like a magnetic field. And this transmission, therefore, will not allow anything else other than what is in resonance with this frequency. Right. So if I'm vibrating at a certain wavelength and frequency, only other things in the world which is vibrating the same way will find its way to me. Only that which is allowed now by this field of energy has access to me. Yeah. Do you understand? Hence, it is not in defiance with our ideas of God. It is not in defiance with our practices and whatever our culture and religion has taught us to do. It is not in defiance of all of it. It is actually very much in sync with it, which is where prayer comes in. Now, therefore, while we spoke about destiny, this is going to determine what actually enters my space. So if I have an energy field that is joyous, anything out there that has the same energy will ride that wave and reach me. If I have an energy field that is fearful, oh my God, what is out there? Oh my God, what is the world coming to? Oh my God, what about my job? Oh my God, what about my future? Oh my God, this, oh my God, that. It is not the act of making a decision that's going to determine what reaches me. It is what am I holding in the core of my being. And this is something I cannot get clever about. You can fake it to me. You can say, no, I'm very peaceful. No, I'm very happy. No, I have no problems. Fine. There's no need for an argument on that. But what you are holding within you, what is the quality of the energy field that you are creating around you? And therefore, as much as you want something, as much as you think you have been good, as much as you think you have been this good-hearted person who wants well, and I'm not challenging any of those ideas of the self. I'm just saying, as much as we think it, why do things happen? Some things happen. Why do some things don't happen? It is determined every single day by the quality of this field of energy. And what is this field of energy? Nothing but my perception of this world. my ideas of what this world is all about, my ideas of how safe I am in this world, my ideas of abundance or my ideas of lack, my ideas of competition, whatever is my idea, that's going to determine how I feel. How I feel is going to be my energy field around me because it's constantly spreading, and only that which looks exactly like that will reach me. So what happens tomorrow? You will come back and say, I told you so. Not realizing that, my dear, it's very possible I have a completely different experience. And why do I have a completely different experience? Because possibly my energy field and what I have allowed to reach me is different from your energy field, and therefore what has access to you. Okay? So this is something you can't be clever. No amount of cleverness, no amount of intelligence, no amount of, oh, I can beat you at that, or I can be better than you at that. None of that is going to have any impact, because what really has an impact is the core and what you hold in that core. Because that is creating your energy field. Study of this is metaphysics. Understanding this process, the mechanics of it, breaking it down, being able to work with yourself, to change yourself at the core, because you know that you're going to determine what has access to you.